I spent the first 3 years of my life in hospital. I didn't have the chance to do all this sort of stuff. So, you know, I'm kind of in the fast lane in doing all this stuff. Sometimes I'm really mature and sometimes I'm a complete child, which is never a bad thing.
Final journey now begins. Let your soul fall.
Are you filming? I'm just paying no attention to you. I'm just letting you do what you do. What about the swing? Let's do this swing. I'm too tall for this. I'm actually 3 years behind in my learning. So I am a big child at heart. I got dealt with what I got dealt with, and I'm just making the best of my hand that I've got. You know, I reckon I'm doing pretty well at the moment. I want to get into public speaking, actually. That would be pretty cool. Do a presentation, take it to schools and stuff like that. The medical condition that's wrong with me is I've got non-cystic fibrosis bronchiectasis. So basically I've got 46 or 47% of my lungs left. So all my lungs are there, but there's only 46% that actually function well enough to make me breathe. And then the rest are just too scarred or too stuffed up to work. I've grown out of epilepsy. I got cataracts, got bad eyes. When I was born, my breathing pipe and my stomach pipe were joined together. So they had to pull it apart and restructure it. I had a tube in my throat called a trachea. That's why it's so indented and stuff like that. Not completely formed and a bit, you know, concaved. Had a tube in there for 15 years. That got stitched up. Scars. That helps me eat. I don't have anything through my mouth, actually. That goes straight into my stomach. I got a titanium plate there. Goes up into my neck. And that's like an artificial vein because my veins are really jagged crap. I take every day as an advantage. I go to bed every night, making sure that I'm satisfied with the day and I've done what I wanted to do and achieved what I wanted to achieve. I did go through a lot of bullying at school and stuff like that. My life is a battlefield, actually, when you want to think about it. That's my motto. That's what I'm going to call my business, because that's what it is. I don't just represent myself, I represent everyone that's sick. Like a pack of lions. They protect each other. And I'm the one that's got the courage to do it, so I'm going to stand front and center and lead by example. To be honest, dude, I reckon we've got enough footage to make it really good. Some of it's crap, some of it's good. Whoa. All right, guys, that was the first thing of the documentary right there. Terrible. I hated it. It was the first thing we did like 5-7 years ago. We were just, you know, getting the relationship going. But, you know, now that we're past that embarrassing moment, and trust me, there won't be one like that again. Well, there might be, but it'll be induced on myself. I would have made the choice to do that. It was Michael's choice to put this seat up. I'm over talking. I've been doing this for 5 years. So, guys, sit back, relax, strap yourselves in, because it's going to be hectic. It's going to be lit, as the teenagers say. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Hit it.
Uli! How are you, man?
You survived this long against all odds. I want you to strive to do something with yourself.
My view is that the way you change attitudes and change society is by people with disability telling their stories.
I don't want to talk about this, but like, I need to blurt it out. I've been operated on so many times. Why the hell can't we just operate again?
I think I want to start off by doing a little bit of shock and awe. Outside my window, see that house over there? That's where COVID-19 was about a week ago.
I am 24 and planning my own funeral. Come and join me, because it'll be funny, because it's me.
Oh, get off your phone! Get off your phone!
What's good for one is good for the other. Lead by example.
But they just said, here's the accounts. No details about it, no nothing. I know, but the thing is, how am I meant to learn and budget? On the menu today is the same thing that I've had for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert for the last 23 years. And guess what? I'm gonna have it for the next 23 years or so. Bye. Bye.
Okay, guys, right here. This could be me at my worst. This is the intensive care unit at the Alfred Hospital in Melbourne, Australia. I've been here plenty of times. I want you to take a look at the stuff hanging around my neck. This is a trachea. I talked about it earlier. And right now, I can't breathe through my nose or my mouth. I have to breathe through a little hole in my neck that's connected to a tube that's connected to an oxygen tank. 12 hours ago, I had emergency surgery because I was suffocating from the inside out. But that trachea that's keeping me alive is the same trachea I lived with for 15 miserable years. This is not a scenario I had planned for. I cried on the operating table as they put the tube back into my neck. Right now, I'm in recovery, but my scars are not just physical. I can't even talk. I have to write things down on this stupid-ass clipboard just to communicate with people. And now the doctors are telling me that when that trachea comes out, there's a real risk that I may never speak again. I'm locked in my own body, and I could be locked in here forever. But I control my body. My body doesn't control me. I am the master of my destiny. And this is just a pit stop. I believe everyone is capable. And in this film, you're going to see what I'm capable of. What we're all capable of.
What's that thing?
What?
What does that thing do?
That?
Yeah.
It's a catheter that goes into my neck.
Yeah.
That suctions all the out of my throat that comes from my lungs. My name's Uli Cartwright. I'm 23 years old from Melbourne, Australia. I came into hospital
Are we doing the short version or the long version?
Short way.
I came into the Alfred Hospital in Melbourne with a stomach bleed, had a few complications, and they're going in tomorrow to have a look to see where the tear is, because they think there's a tear. That every time I spoke and did anything, air was going into that hole and just puffing everything up. Once they find what they find, they can fix it, or they should just be able to take my trachea out and let the hole repair itself. They're not sure whether the hole is between my trachea and my esophagus and they're joining together, or it's between my trachea and my skin. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's what's the go. Everyone asks me what do I make a difference? How do I want to make a difference? What do I want to do? I don't know. I just want people to be more aware. Like, speak about mental health, but mental health is very broad and very generic. I want to speak about mental health that was developed by scenarios out of people's control. Like, I'm actually psychologically diagnosed with borderline personality traits. Not borderline personality disorder, borderline personality traits, anxiety and depression. And I have a phobia to water and swallowing. I want to bring how people with mental health cope with stuff and why some actions aren't socially acceptable, but why we do it. I think that's where I want to go with everything. I literally just think I found the description of my business.
What's that?
What we just spoke about.
What's that again? What is it?
Life as a Battlefield is about bringing awareness to people of how people deal and cope with mental health. That was good. That was good. I'm damn good.
Talk for a second, Uli.
Yo, can you hear me? Am I not being annoying?
Seems much better. Hold on.
To be precise, it's Friday, the 21st of December, 2018. I have a hole in my neck. Yeah, because that's normal. So as you can probably tell, it sounds all distorted, but if I go like that, oh my God, you can hear everything so well. So I go from having a squeaky, daffy duck, like female voice to, oh my God, I'm a man. So that's that. So if I sound weird, people, I apologize. Yeah, I might be going home today, I might not be going home today. All right.
Alright, thanks for your help, though.
Apparently my kidneys aren't great, so we'll see. Yay, kidneys. But yeah, my trachea came out, tube in my throat. And now we're just waiting for it to close. This might sound like ludicrous to some people, but it's like, how? If you're gonna be locked up in the hospital for Christmas, you may as well do something fun. Looks mad, but it stops people from going mad. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
And thank you for facilitating and accommodating me.
You're welcome.
Steph, stop rolling. I'm going to tell you what I think of that photo.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry
And thank you for
Christmas.
facilitating us.
Anytime.
So because I can't drink for 2 or 3 weeks, or whenever this tear heals up, I'm going to have to use my pig, as I normally do for feeds and stuff. There's always a chance that I might not go home, but I'm going home. It's Christmas. I'm tired. Sleep. I'm at home at my headquarters, which is probably a good thing for me with my health. So if I'm sick, I can still go to work. Whoa! Yay for me! I can still work when I'm dying and sick. But yeah, I've been home for kind of like a week or so now, a couple of days. I'm doing alright. I don't have a hole in my neck anymore, which is good. I won't be doing much for the next couple of weeks. Sleep. PlayStation. Sleep. So basically like when I'm well, just more sleep. This house is provided by like Life Without Barriers, which is one of many organisations in Australia. They're cool. They're awesome. They know what they're doing. Government funding and disability industry is always difficult, but they do the best they can, which is good. You need people that are advocates like me to tell them what they're doing wrong and right. But that's a different story. Let's go on a tour to my non-existent, boring house. It looks like a normal house, but it's unique. There's no hurting yourself in this joint or burning yourself down. The saying is you'll flood before you burn in a house fire in this joint. Okay, come with me. Basically, this piece of paper tells me that I got 60 delivered of that feed. 60 boxes of feed delivered. This keeps me alive. Nutrition concentrate. Feeds. It's got protein. It's got everything you ever can want in it. Look at this. Food for special medical, purposes. Food for special medical purposes. So you have to be a rocket scientist to work out. Don't taste that. It's bad. On the menu today is the same thing that I've had for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, brunch, bloody whatever language you can speak in for the last 23 years. And guess what? I'm gonna have it for the next 23 years or so. You open this up, spike that, twist it, and a black line, you match it up with that black line, and the black line has got a little indentation there. We stick it in there and twist it, and it locks itself, and turn it on. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. A very simple restaurant I run here. You push, prime set, auto prime, and bam! It'll start priming itself in one moment. Wait for it, boom. I will pay anyone $20 if they will have like a shot glass of my feed one day. Apparently some of my friends in like the medical, like being sick and stuff, have tried it and it's disgusting. Okay, people, I can tell you with certainty it did happen. Spoiler alert, he pukes. So continue watching. Thank you for watching my brief cooking show, and thank you for the short intermission. Goodbye.
That was funny. Uli, you weren't recording the audio.
Yes, I was. You can't get more productive than this. I run my feeds while I'm sleeping. Yes, I have my biggest meal of the day while I'm fast asleep. But waking up actually sucks. Every morning is slow and groggy. And I've got a hangover from the cocktail of mood stabilizers I take each night to help me sleep. The other problem is 99% of the time I wake up in a pool of my own feeds. Yay, no, really no, it's gross. The truth is, I love sleep, but it hates me. After I pass out at 5 in the morning, I might get max 4 or 5 hours sleep, if that. Even if I go to sleep early, it's the same amount of hours. After growing up in a hospital, there's no amount of beeps, noises, bops that can wake me up. Once I'm asleep, I'm a log, and getting moving again is draining. Recently, my morning routine has been working out in my home gym. It might not look like much, but for me, what I'm lifting is half my body weight, and that's a real achievement. But I don't do this just because it makes me look good. I do this because I have to do this. The consequences are that if my lungs don't get cleared out, it's just gonna sit there and get harder and harder to breathe. And unless you haven't figured it out yet, I already struggle to breathe. For me, more exercise means less time in hospital, and in my books, that's a yay. Every time I work out, I think of all the boys that have picked on me. Because I'm weaker, I'm skinnier, and I'm the outcast. So I've got a challenge for all you bullies out there. If you want to work out like I work out, here's how you do it. Step 1, tape a straw to your mouth. Step 2, do your workout while that straw's still taped to your mouth. Step 3, keep that straw taped to your mouth even though you're recovering. It ain't easy. My body is a well-tuned piece of machinery. It's learned to adapt to what little fuel it gets. This is one of my many tattoos. You're going to learn about a few of my tattoos in this film. It's a song by Aussie rapper Cursor. It says, haters, shut the F up. If you ain't lived the life of mine until you have, then you're talking. Otherwise, it's quiet time. Basically, if you haven't lived my life, don't tell me how to feel. And don't pretend like you know what I'm going through. Even if it's uncomfortable, please ask questions about what's going on. Don't assume you know the situation. For me, there's usually a lot more going on behind the face that I put on. I'm getting sick. Doo-da. My skin feels cold, but my tissues feel tense and warm. So like 3-4 layers behind, but below your skin and your tissue. So feel my skin, Michael. Feel my chest. Honestly, feel my chest. I feel warm, don't I?
Yeah.
I feel cold though. That's why I'm wrapped in these. I have a headache. I'm breathing like 2 times as quick. Feels like today's gonna be a long day. And emphasize the long day. Yeah, I'm going back to bed. I'm starting to shake. Not good. This isn't gonna happen for like 4 to 5 hours now.
You have to make that noise.
I'm yawning. I sound like a hyena.
Yeah, you did.
Don't. Okay, so this is Patsy, my housemate. You don't get to choose who you live with in residential care. And we clash sometimes, but trust me on this one. I've seen a lot of housemates in residential care, and she's not that bad. All right, let's pause. This is Michael. He's my key worker. He does all my medical appointments, all my paperwork. He's like my personal assistant / butler. A beautiful, bearded butler. Now, what time is it? Time to pop some pills. Hospital-grade pills. Next to him.
Uli also likes to have his hair stroked when he's doing his meds.
What else, Michael? What else? Come on. Keep divulging all my secrets, man. In disability, every aspect of your life is documented. And I mean every aspect. For instance, every time I take medication, it has to be signed off by my support worker. If I'm upset or suicidal, it needs to be documented. And that's an ABC behavioural chart. I've even got a bowel movement chart, for Christ's sake. You know, there's a saying in disability, if it hasn't been documented, it never happened. But trust me, my bowels moved this morning. It definitely happened, regardless if I documented it. And I'll tell you why I know it happened, because I can smell it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, it's morning tea time.
There you go, all the nutrients the body needs.
Yeah, have you ever took a shot of this?
No, I don't really want to.
Michael has.
It smells pretty funky.
Okay guys, the time has come. I promised you it was gonna happen, and here we go.
Do not recommend.
Okay, so my producer might be good at making this documentary. However, he's a sucker for dares.
You're looking pretty good.
Hi. This is Focus Support Services. Self-explanatory. And you're making me really nervous how many times I have to do this interview, because the longer they're left alone, they're like a whole bunch of children that are gonna break something.
7:29.
Okay, yeah,
Set
yeah.
them all up, so you've got them ready to go, okay?
I am controlling and organising chaos. It gets interesting later. Trust me.
Help me.
Cold Elby, no cold Woolworths.
Yeah, we're good. Whoops. Don't tell the boss I did that.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll talk to you over the next week or so, all right? Yeah, I will do. Okay, then, no worries.
Good job. What you doing, bro?
If you want noodles, you can have noodles.
What's up, bro?
Okay, guys, this is my colleague Matt. We do a lot of catalog sorting at Focus, and even though Matt's blind, he's pretty good at it. This is Megan. I thought my life was rough, but once you hear her story, you'll sit there and think, what am I complaining about? She's blind, has 20 seizures a day, and is a single mum to a normal functioning child. You see that thing around her neck? That's a Medi alert. If anything goes wrong or she feels off for whatever reason, she can push that to get assistance. Right now, she's telling me about the seizures that she had last night and how she's feeling from them.
Well, explains the headache.
Yes, that would explain a headache. Oh, wow. It is 20 past 10. And you have 9 minutes of my time before I go on break. I supervise the guys in there. There's six of us, seven of us today. And because I'm fortunate enough to know what I'm doing, apparently, I get to supervise the other guys to make sure they're on track and everything. Michelle, is that the one you're doing now? What? That goes over there, I think. Hang on.
What are you doing? You send them on break? What's this?
Oh, they're on break. This is the most real interview you'll ever get. Stop, start. I get here at 7:30. Patricia, what's wrong? Wait. What's the matter? Huh? Patricia, stop. Both of you. Patricia, Sarah, enough. You can't say that to someone.
I will.
You've got problems, she's got problems, I got problems, we've all got problems.
Yeah, but she doesn't have to take her anger
I
out on me.
know. Don't, Patricia.
Not now, earlier.
No, why? Peace and silence. Being supervisors. You get to be lazy. You have to be diplomatical. I'm getting up, so there better be a problem.
There is.
Because I was comfortable. And you have to be dynamic and think on your toes. Ricky, jump in the car.
Yeah.
Welcome home. You can jump back in the car, bud. Yes, it's supporting employment, but this is a real job. Like, the boss doesn't pull any punches.
Oh, your phone. Give us that phone.
Give me that phone.
Phone.
No.
Give your phone.
No. If you're not doing something right, you're gonna know about it.
Well, this is what I'm saying to you. They look up at you, so you need to be seen as doing it correctly.
And because he knows I'm fortunate enough to be switched on, like mostly every other person in the world, he comes down hard on me.
But it's good for one, it's good for the other. Lead by example.
No.
There we go.
But it's what I need. So he's hard but fair.
Well, he's got to lift his game up a little bit, but I think he's doing very well.
I'm tired. We're done. We have never finished it before midday. It's 3 minutes to 12. We go home, get changed, and go to an interview with my mum. Peace. Welcome to my life. Mate, I wouldn't be able to work 2 days. Okay, guys. Now it's time to meet the most important person in my life. If it wasn't for her, I would probably be dead. Antoinette is technically my foster mother. But to me, she's more than just that. She's my mother. She gave me the chance to live and made me the best person I can be. We're gonna go and have a chat with my foster mum and reminisce on childhood stories. I'm gonna put those on because it's really sunny. How you doing? Shush. Oscar, shush. You coming? How are you? Good. You're getting shorter. Right, so we're sitting down for coffee with my mum, but my mum's drinking coffee and I'm not eating because, you know, that's what I do. I think what I want to cover is how you got involved, like why you wanted to foster and stuff.
Yes.
And
All
let's just talk.
right. I was raised in an orphanage for a shared time of my life, and I've always liked the idea of fostering. I had just built a new house, and I wasn't spending much time in it.
Yeah.
So I decided I need to find another way of doing work that I love, but a different way.
Yeah. And like, what was the dynamic I was in when you first met me? Like, did I have anything or anyone, like, people say I only had the clothes on my back and I didn't have anything. Like, is that actually true? Like, what did I have?
Yes. The thing is, you were very sick, mate. You had a lot of things. Like, you had so many things hanging off you. You know, you had the trachea, you had the gastro, and don't forget your gastrostomy was that big long one at the time. The hospital got in touch with the government and said you needed to get out of there because you were catching too many viruses.
Was my mum still trying to look after me at that time when you were involved, or they just
No,
gave
that's
up?
why I had to get involved, because they decided that your mum, unfortunately, just was not able to look after you because she could not. Well, she couldn't speak any English, even though they had Turkish translators. And she couldn't comprehend that certain things to be done for you, like even just a simple bath because of your trachea, you can't have water near your trachea because if water goes in the trachea,
I drown.
You drown. And she couldn't even comprehend that, you know? She would put a face towel full of water over it.
What did the hospital say that my prognosis was? What did Yarrow say my prognosis was?
They said that your prognosis was only maybe 2 to 3 years, the most.
Okay. At the most?
At the most.
And that, was that being generous or was that being
No,
fair?
they actually thought that that's what it would be.
Okay.
Because you were so sick.
And then what happened the first, like,
And then for your birthday?
I don't remember what.
Because we didn't know anything about oxygen and stuff like that.
Oh, God.
And we had a birthday cake with candles.
Yeah.
We made you blow the candles.
Oh, shit.
And then Charmaine came and she screamed and she said, "No! What's going on?" And I said, "Just having a birthday candle, you know?" She said, "If that light of the candle goes near his oxygen, you'll blow him up."
If there's a spark and there's oxygen. Okay, guys. So I had
so
like
funny.
I had like that wide but like that tall oxygen generator. So we're talking it'll spark my neck, it'll spark my 3-meter tubing and spark the generator, blow the generator up and probably burn the house down.
Yes.
What happened in the first couple of years?
You spent a lot of time in hospital. We spent more time running backwards and forwards in hospital. We go in.
What's the longest you reckon?
Out of the year,
6
6 months of it was spent just about.
Really?
in hospital. Yeah, a few years you did that, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
You cost a fortune to the government, sweetheart.
Oh, I know.
With carers. You had
I'm
to have carers every day.
kid. They don't believe when I say I cost $500,000
Oh,
a year.
God, you got more than $500,000 a year. God. Wish the government gave me that money. I would be a rich woman. You know? Yeah. So, don't forget, you had carers all the time. You had to have carers 3 times a week at night, and I did the other nights. Because you were on oxygen and used to pop out.
my trachea.
No, not your
Okay.
trachea. Your oxygen ring used to fall out all the time.
How do you think my childhood has shaped who I am today?
Look, the thing is, I think of it this way. You survived this long against all odds. You don't want to go through life. I mean, I understand you're always going to have to be some sort of a pension because you are sickly, you know? You can't help that. It's not your fault. But at the same time, I want you to strive to do something with yourself, you know?
Like,
You know what I'm going to ask you next, don't
go
you?
and like, no.
You haven't done it yet.
No. Why? No.
It would make me very happy.
Oh my God.
If there is one thing...
I make you happy all the time.
No. I do not understand why you don't get it through your head that you call me mum, all right? And that's what I am, because I raised you, okay? But you do know you've got a birth mum.
Yes.
And you do know that she did not put you up for adoption.
Yes.
And you do know that she did have no choices in her life.
Yes.
So I do not understand why you do not want to at least go and visit and say, hi, Mum.
Because there's a lot, she just cries. It brings back memories.
But I told you, you don't have to stay hours on end. You go there, you present yourself, let her see you.
But then
you're
I have to go
alive.
through those short bursts multiple times a year. I'm gonna have to do it on a regular basis if I do it once.
It's life. It is life. Your mum had no fault of her own. She wasn't capable of it. And I want you to understand to go and visit her. Even if you went once a month for an hour. Once a month, an hour of your life. Look, the thing is, you're not a girl. If you were a girl and you had a child, you would know what I'm talking about. I just can't seem to put it across to you the reason why I think that you should.
When can we?
Do you really want that on the movie, on the thing?
When can we catch up?
I hope he's going to cut that off.
Yeah, I have to stand up. I don't like standing up.
No, I look like a midget. And you have to behave yourself.
Never. You know, the whole biological mum thing is a very complicated and long-standing issue in my life. Whether it's right or wrong, I blame a lot of my trauma I've experienced in my life on my biological parents. I don't really want to go into details because it's a giant galactic hunk of mess. Not long after I was born, my biological parents separated. I had supervised visits with them for 4 hours every fortnight. Honestly, it was traumatic. But since I turned 18 and the department stopped forcing me to see them, I've hardly spoken to them. I feel abandoned by my biological parents. But I also feel so lucky to have been raised by Antoinette, the person that I see as my mother. Out of respect, I will go see my biological mother, and I'm going to share this with you later on. But right now, my biological sister is getting married, and this means a rare visit to see my biological father. My biological sister's getting married, so my dad's buying me a new suit. Me and my dad don't get along, so it's gonna be an interesting morning. We have tendencies to fight and argue about everything, so like, I'm preparing myself for war, but I'm also trying to be calm because that's not the right thing to do, so. Okay, guys, Houston, we have a problem. Guess what? I don't have a script for this, like half of this movie. So we filmed with my dad, and he refuses to, sign the consent forms to be in the movie. So I don't even need to explain to you my relationship with my father because that's self-explanatory. He doesn't want to be involved. What do you know? The biggest, achievement of my life. And he doesn't want to participate at all whatsoever. So that's that. There's only so many times you can be neglected and let down and abandoned before you become immune to it and just doesn't really faze you anymore. So to fathers out there that, aren't great towards their kids, hi, we're going to keep moving on. We're going to keep plugging forward. We're going to be the men and women that we are, whether we have parents or not. Kids, don't rebel. Don't be tough. You know, don't run away from the world. Find people around you that love and respect you. Friends, you know, older people, whatever. The role models in my life are my partner, my producer, Damien that you met, John that you'll meet later. They're the people that have made me who I am today. And that's why I have so much respect for the hospital, because they've made me who I am today. So, moral of the story is, blood's thicker than water. Well, water's thicker than blood. You get the memo. Where were we? Yeah, right. Okay, so I went to my sister's wedding and, you know, spoiler alert, I woke up sick the next day. So I went to hospital. Yay. 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. Whoopee. Goodbye. See ya. The day after the wedding, I'm waiting for an ambulance, and it's like 9:12 in the morning. I don't know what happened. I feel really hot, but I'm shaking like I'm cold. And every time I walk or move, my heart rate feels like it's gonna jump out of my chest. I'm traveling with Mike and Anita because the Ambos are from Dandenong, which is like 32 minutes away, I think. They were taking me to the Dandenong, which is not what I want, because I feel that every other hospital except the Alfred are dumbasses. The Alfred are the best at what they do. Even though I, argue with them sometimes, but they are good at what they do. The thing is, I'm so confident and so cocky that I'll bounce back. I don't see how sick I get until I'm, laying in an ICU bed. This is what happens. This is my life. Welcome to my life. Well, I do all wacky things. I'm tired. I don't even know who I'm angry with. I'm just angry. I didn't do anything wrong. I did everything right. I pushed my boundaries and I still got sick. It's not fair. I'm annoyed. I don't even know why I'm annoyed. I'm just annoyed. I did all my meds, I did all my food, I drank as much as I could, and I still got sick. That's why I got this tattoo. Hey, shut up if you haven't lived the life of mine. Until then, it's quiet time. If you haven't lived my life, shut up and don't talk. I think I'm in room 16. Okay, that's a bad idea. Ow, 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 ow,
How you going?
Dear Michael.
I was hearing the song of your people. Do you remember the last time you called me like this?
No.
I do.
What?
It was the scene where you were like, remember the ketamine scene?
Yes.
that's what you said.
No more joking, Michael. Seriously, this hurts. I'd rather you say nothing than joke. It hurts, okay?
Alright, I'm on a no joking policy.
This is what happens when you have complex medical conditions an intellectual disability, severe mental health issues, and you're trying to deal with it all at the same time while in a lot of pain. It doesn't work.
Don't bring staffing into it, don't bring wages into it. I'll do it for free. But don't think he can get the proposal and then just say no because he's made up his mind. I ain't playing games.
I want to chat with him.
If you're too pussy to answer the phone and get Uli to answer the phone, I'm more than happy to have a conversation with him. I no longer have a job because I'd rather stick to my ethical boundaries than have a job. I gotta go. Some days, you should just not be allowed to pick up your phone. I'm back in hospital. I had a medical emergency because I was unresponsive. They couldn't wake me up. My oxygen was like 75. So they gave me high flow oxygen, which I think is just pressured oxygen. I don't know, I think so. So I have to be on this 24 hours a day because I have a blood disease, and as you probably know, blood diseases ain't great. They can kill you. You need your blood for everything. So because I'm so sick, I think my body tries to bring my temperature up. Because I'm so sick, it does it by shaking. So it's called rigors. It's when you're hot, but you're like shaking because you're cold. And sometimes it gets so bad, it's like you're convulsing. It's not comfortable. But yeah, I've been having a lot of that. What else? I have so much shit in me. Let's talk about painkillers. Oh yeah, and spoiler alert, I don't remember having this conversation with anyone. I'm probably gonna look back on this and be like, I'm out of it. I'm in the spaces far, far away. Okay, let's go back to the start of the scene. And you might see the scene a little bit different this time. Note to everybody, don't ever mix painkillers with business, because it doesn't end well. If you're too pussy to answer the phone and get Uli to answer the phone, I'm more than happy to have a conversation with him. I no longer have a job because I'd rather stick to my ethical boundaries than have a job. Don't bring budget into it, don't bring staffing into it, don't bring wages into it. I'll do it for free. But don't think he can get the proposal and then just say no because he's made up his mind. I may have been upset, and it may have been genuine, but now that I look back on it, I have no idea what I'm on about. There was no proposal that I can think of anyway. Managing borderline personality disorder can be very tricky sometimes, because I know what's happening in my own head, don't know how to control it though. I would love to tell you that I can get my mental health under control. I would love to hope it'll be under control. But I'm doing this thing to be real with you. And the reality is, it probably will never be under control. At least I'm honest with myself. Peace. Bye. This is what happens when I'm bored on Sundays. Ow. I haven't seen sunlight in like a week. This way. I don't even know what's down here. The 5th floor. Might be my bed. Boing, 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 boing. I'm in a prison. No, I'm not really. Notice. Everyone be on notice. I'm James Bond. I'm staring into someone's office. Ow! Hi. Bye. Hi. Okay, come in. Let's just stand here on the place to nowhere. I'm kind of coping, kind of not coping, but like, I don't sleep. I took like a natural sleeping tablet last night and like a sedative to help me sleep, and I only slept like 4 hours. I turned around to my psychiatrist and I said I've got 2 options. Either get help with whatever I need help with, which I don't know what I need help with. The first step in changing is to admit it. So yeah, more fighting for no reason. I hate confrontation. Like, you never know where help's gonna come from. Appreciate it. Because I could have no one. In my mind, I do have no one. And you know what? Some people think they have no one. But there are people there. You know what? When I had no one, I thought the last person to come to my rescue actually came to my rescue, and that was Michael. So when I had no one, he came in, we filmed, and we just got close ever since then, for some reason. I'm only as good as my team. I'm only as good as the people around me. Like, I literally flipped it. I had a massive breakdown 2 days ago. And that wasn't suicidal depression. That was, I hate everyone. This is my domain. This is my kingdom. And to be honest, this room is how messy my brain is at the moment. So I'm comfortable in this room somewhat. A little bit. It's a bit disturbing. But that's okay. I've been in hospital 70 to 100 days every year. I've wanted to die. I've nearly died. It's not my fault, I'll tell you the truth. I'm a normal person. I have issues. Now there's 2 requests I asked. Don't give me money. Don't give me sympathy. Ask me a question like a real person. Don't worry about a person that's sitting next to you or a teacher sitting next to you. Ask me a question that you want to ask me. And to people that have a disability, whatever that may be, call me. Let's have a chat. If you're gonna go for coffee, go for coffee. If you're gonna go bowling, let's go bowling. If you're gonna go to the movies, let's go to the movies. If you want to do something good in life, follow my page. And that wasn't because of marketing. That was just because if you genuinely like what I do, don't be lazy and actually push the goddamn button. I don't know what would happen if I was to die. Take your time planning my funeral. Trust me, I'm dead. I can be left in a freezer. I want people there. Don't make it into this morbid, oh, I live the legacy of Uli Cartwright. I'm dead. Who cares? I don't know. I'm dead. That's it. So be it. I'm dead. Yeah. Bury me in a cardboard box. I'm dead. Oh, and by the way, I don't give a what people say. I want to be an organ donor if I can. But to my mum, I meant what I just said, but I love you, my foster mum. To my nurses, and to the doctors, and to the back aisles, probably somewhere out the doors, I salute you. And audience, you have to give them a standing ovation. And to one person, John, you know who you are. I'm not going to embarrass you. Thank you, my friend. Rant over. And Michael better be lucky and count his blessings, because I've never been this blunt in my life. Okay. So, if you've watched it this far, then I appreciate you. I thank you. At this point in the movie, I was at rock bottom, the worst in my 25 years of life. And I can safely say now, looking back, everything that happened actually isn't in there, because we got to the point where we're just like, that's too deep, that's too hectic, it's too out there. I didn't want to show you how bad it was, but realistically, I went into hospital 4 times in 6 weeks. I was making decisions. I was doing actions that were directly resulting in me being in hospital. And I was out of control. People around me couldn't really help me because I wasn't wanting to listen. But then I decided, and I asked Michael to take me to meet this next person. And this next person, in my mind, as you saw just beforehand, my biological father, me and him don't have a great relationship, but this person was my father when my biological father wasn't there. He is my Royal Children's Hospital doctor. He looked after you from 0 to 18. He did everything in his power. We kind of went through life together, because as I was born, he just became like a top-level doctor at the time. He just decided to go to respiratory. So we've gone on the journey together, but he's the sort of person that has the authority and the respect in my mind to be able to make me get my together, pick up the mess off the floor, and, decide to turn around. So if you've watched it this far, thank you. The next half is a bit more enjoyable, a bit more exciting, still roller coaster, still ups and downs, but you will get to see how low I can get and where I go from here. So yeah, enjoy, stay tuned, get rid of me talking. It's boring, I hate it, goodbye, see ya. Joys of being sick. I am escaping the Alfred for a while. It's all right. I got the permission from my doctors. It's a, what would you call it? An appropriate escape to go to another hospital, the Children's, to do an interview while I'm sick. You be. This is dedication. I have a needle in my arm, and as you can see, it's a really good vein. We're gonna go see the one and only Big Pants John. Oh, fresh air. I can't breathe to get out. Hurry up, man. Let's go. Howdy. We are going to go talk to one of my doctors at the Children's Hospital, my home, where I grew up, first 3 years of my life. I'm still at the Alfred, so let's go do this. Dedication at its finest. Let's do it.
Hey, Uli! How are you, man?
How are you?
Good to see you. What are you doing here?
Come to see you.
Come to visit. Oh, fantastic. You look great. Show me.
Oh,
Yeah, look at you.
apparently I put on a bit of weight.
Yeah, you're a little bit of weight. And look at you. Show me your face. Yeah, look at you with your beard.
I don't like it.
Don't you? And manly.
You go, beers.
Like beard, like yours. It was nice and manly. You look terrific.
Thank you.
Remember this place?
Yeah.
Give you bad vibes coming back, or you?
It really depends.
Yeah. That you even can come back is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I know. I'm 24. Can you believe it?
No, you're not really.
Yeah.
Well, you've been a first
For everything.
for just about everything. Yeah. What are you doing to fill up your days?
Nothing.
No, you're making this. You've got this project.
It's busy enough.
Yeah, that's good.
I want to do some public speaking. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, you've got a good voice.
Yes. I sound good on, in person, but on camera, I sound like
A little bit husky. Yeah, but that's all right. And then, it's what you've got to say that's the good thing. And
I think spending so much time in hospital has taught me to be very interpersonal and very articulate sometimes.
Yeah, but that was always your...
You did that.
Thing. I was there watching it. When I saw that picture the other day, there was a picture of you as a
little toddler.
A toddler, and that was like when I walked onto the ward for the first time at the old hospital, 1997.
Okay, yeah.
And
I was 2 then.
You were 2.
Yeah, okay.
And it's here, and that is beautiful, happy, engaging kid.
Yeah.
So I saw, and then you would greet everybody as they came in to the ward. You did
I had great curly hair
for years. You did.
I had a small body, big head.
Not a lot's changed. Perhaps the hair's not as curly, but no, look at the smile. It's beautiful, and that's what you did.
Yeah.
And a lot of, to be honest, a lot of other little people would have sort of faded away.
Yes.
Even if not physically, but into themselves. And then you made that place your home, the staff, your surrogate parents and friends, and people were drawn to you.
Yes.
But that was how you've thrived and how you haven't been totally crushed by the whole experience. It's sad, but you actually did that.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, we need to bottle.
Yeah.
Do some gene studies, find out what it is and transfuse it into those other...
I had a 14-hour operation when I was that small. That's crazy.
Shows how tough the human body is.
Now he knows why I'm stubborn. I'm very stubborn still.
Yeah. One word, another word is determined. Pain in the ass. They're all different versions of
the same thing.
Of what it might be. But you made it.
I don't know what else to talk about. That was a quick interview. Alright. I'm gonna shake your hand because I'm tired and then you go to bed.
Yeah, fair enough. And because that's a nice manly thing to do. Been glad to see you. Lovely to hear.
Don't be a stranger.
No, you too.
You're always busy.
Yeah, no, but I'm accessible. You know how to find me.
Alright, cut. Okay, guys. John reminded me why I have the right to be alive and why I should be alive. And you know what? I don't have the right to throw it away. I really don't. John has made personal sacrifice to put all his hard time and effort into keeping me alive. I don't have the right. I'm in debt to my doctors, my nurses, my support workers. I don't have the right to die. I don't have the right to throw it all away. But you know what? I might be confident, but this will break down eventually. I'm a well-oiled machine, but it'll break, and one day we won't be able to fix it. My team, they're the best in the world. We won't be able to fix it. I'm the product of what the Australian medical system can produce, but I'm gonna die one day. And, to move forward in life, you gotta make some precautions and put some plans in place. So that's what I did next. And I found out what it might be like when I die. I am standing in Burwood outside of a church, and I am going to make arrangements so when I cark it and die and I get put in a box and in a hole, I can still be stubborn and get what I want. I am 24 and planning my own funeral. Come and join me, because it'll be funny, because it's me.
Hey, Uli.
Hey, Ashley, nice to meet you.
Yeah, how are you?
Not too bad.
That's good. Would like to give you a bit of a tour around if you like.
I'm more than happy to, man.
So come through.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a chapel.
Yeah. How many people can sit in here?
We get about 100 in here.
I have a feeling and I have a hunch that this is going to be too small.
You think you'll pull a fair crowd?
Yeah, I will. I have to go up the front.
Yeah.
I have a itchy nerve.
He's going for the microphone, I can tell.
Yeah, I know. It's all right.
There's not too many people get to stand there at their own service.
I was just thinking that. I'm just like, now I can say I have come here and talked before I die. I think as we spoke, the two main reasons to doing this is because, like, I had a health scare recently, and also with my complicated family dynamics, I just want to make sure that I get what I need.
Yeah, absolutely.
And unfortunately, in my life, you don't know what's certain, what's uncertain.
So absolutely have this type of conversation and put some of your wishes and your thoughts down. You can then move on. You can enjoy the rest of living.
I think I'm nervous and, like, I don't want to die and I'm scared, but I've accepted the fact that I'm going to die. Probably, most likely, younger than most people. But I'm just like, may as well be honest, may as well be myself and just chat, like.
Okay, so generally where we start is with a bit of the legal paperwork. Is it Uli Cartwright?
Yeah.
That's not bad, is it?
That's not bad for the first time.
And your date of birth, H-E-A-L-Y, Healy.
Good question.
So would your occupation be you're a disability advocate?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To list your mum's name.
That is interesting. That is interesting.
This is your biological mum.
That's interesting.
So, Uli, who is your next of kin?
Medical one and a medical power of attorney is my foster mother.
All right, I can fill some of that in. So, some of the decisions and some of the choices.
I want burial.
Yep.
But if things get ugly before I die, I don't want. All right, let's just go with burial. And if things get ugly, just do a closed casket. Done. Decision made.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Fortner's a bit more central. Fortner's a bit more busy as well.
Yeah.
Making it like, I don't know, can we make the service in like the afternoon, not the morning, because it's busy in the morning?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
That's just me. Or like midday.
It does, gives people time to travel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, midday.
Yep. Have you got people that you think would like to speak and give eulogies or to give tributes at your service that might like to speak about some of the things you've done?
I definitely want to give my doctor the opportunity to speak.
Yeah.
Because...
What's his name?
John Massey.
Yep.
AKA Big Pants John.
So what ideas did you have? Did you have any sort of concept in your head about what you'd like to do for that?
I like that or like that.
Yeah.
Black coffin, like silver handles, and just my logo.
What's your logo? Ah, cool. I like it.
This is me.
Why not? That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. But there's obviously real meaning in this too, with the fist and the...
Yeah. Like the fight, the star is just like brightness, and then like the wings is like fight, or for people that have already passed.
You know, you could even do this as a watermark. See how there's a watermark in behind that? Yeah. You could put your logo or something in the same sort of format. And again, there's a poem where
I'm
reading.
Broke.
I admire your courage, and you know, I wish more people would have conversations like this, even if it's not with a funeral director, with their own family, because so many families that we sit with.
Yeah, like now that I've gone in, like now that I've shut the door, sat down, and the conversation started, I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
It's important that you let someone know that you have made some decisions.
Yeah.
If anything unexpected happens,
we've got it. Someone's got it.
It's in this place. You've got a will and a power of attorney in those.
No, I don't yet.
You need to get a will.
Yeah.
You absolutely need to get a will.
That's a million and one options.
Yeah, but it's
you can
an
put anything in it.
important-
It's
an
important though,
option.
but it is important.
I just noticed your tattoo there. What is that?
That was my second tattoo, and it says, "Hey, dare to get."
When did you get that?
Year and a half ago.
Anyway, it's been great. I've enjoyed our chat, and I hope I don't see you for a long time.
Oh, come on. It's fun.
A lot of people say to me, it was nice to meet you, but I hope I never see you again. I said, well, if you can't see me, that's
it's all
when
right. I'll see you again.
Yeah, as long as you're talking to me, it's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. So, when I left my mum's house to join residential care, I was very successful at one thing, at getting myself into debt. I had zero financial literacy and blowing my disability pension like no tomorrow. That was my forte. So instead of sending me bankrupt, I got sent to court and put on a financial management program from state trustees, which pretty much means they hold all your money, pay your bills, and give you $50 a week. It sucks. And when you try and outsmart them, there's no way of doing that because they've been ordered by the courts to protect your money. So no matter what they say, and no matter what you say to them, they're just not going to give you the money. To get myself off this program, I need to demonstrate that I have the capacity to manage my own finances, which means doing, I don't know, a budget. I feel sick. I'm going to spew.
No, you'll be right.
And I just had warm milk.
If we remove pay TV, you said you'd be willing to get rid of pay TV.
Come on, baby, show me the magic number. Oh my God, $4.50 a week for Netflix.
Hey, it all adds up.
So expensive.
It all adds up.
Oh, shut up.
That
It all adds up, man.
That just added an extra week to your savings.
Damn it. Ow. I need a fat transplant. Well, yeah. Get excited. Let's argue with someone. Hey, my name's Uli Cartwright. I'm a participant of yours. Can I just have my balance quickly, if that's okay? I'm doing some budgeting with my NDIA support worker, and I was wondering if we can get a transaction summary.
You still have to wait 10 days just due to the amount of requests.
10 days. 10 goddamn business days for a transaction list. If there's a way we can fast track it somehow, that would be great.
We get a tremendous amount of work that we've got to put in, you know.
Yeah.
Everything is as urgent as everything else. But when you move down here,
The 30th of September.
I'm going to go, but it is 4 o'clock, so it may not be over. But once again, it all comes back to the low. I'm really not 100% sure what we can do.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that.
Thanks. I'm sorry, on camera or not on camera, I don't give a flying I tried to express that to them and they don't listen.
Yeah.
You know, how am I meant to achieve without support around me? You know? Dude, this was ordered in March.
Okay. Do you have...
No.
No, Uli.
I want someone to see from my point of view. This was ordered in March. Took them to August and it's still not done right. And the judge is going to throw me under the bus because I'm a vulnerable person that can't do anything. And then my mum wants me to stay on it. So my weekly expenses have been $125. They didn't increase my weekly allowance. They've only consolidated it into one lump sum of a fortnightly payment. But when they transferred it over, they didn't give me a statement of what's gone on, what's due, and what their terms are. But they just said, here's the accounts. No details about it, no nothing. I know, but the thing is, how am I meant to learn and budget? The next scene is one of those, can I talk to your manager scenes?
Yeah, so look, I'm trying to help Uli do a budget at the moment. I'm one of his NDIS support workers. And obviously I need a lot more information.
In typical old-fashioned way, my manager talks to their manager and everything seems to be all hunky-dory and perfectly fine.
Cool, yes, thank you very much.
I did ask for this in the first place and they're like, oh no, we can't do that. I'm like, I'm sure you can, but okay.
I'm surprised someone told you that.
Thank you for your help. 55 minutes that call took. So about 10 minutes per queue. I was 5th in the queue. I was 5th in the queue today, Michael. My ideal situation is to come out of court and the judge think I'm financially independent. So the last 6 months I've been trying to demonstrate that I can manage my own money. And hopefully today, the judge, whoever the judge may be, might turn around and say that I can do it myself. State trustees is good, and they're great, but they're a big organisation, and their processes aren't practical for a person that has day-to-day needs to live a day-to-day life. I don't think the people that work there would expect them to wait 10 business days, so why should we? So here's Damien. Yo, we just got here, so let's go. We got like 20 minutes, half an hour-ish. What's up?
G'day, how are you?
I hope I don't have the same judge as last time.
You'll be right, just stay calm.
Me stay calm.
As I said to you, whatever the decision is, don't
crack it.
Crack it, because at the end of the day, you know, we've got to work with him again. So we just want the right. Home hike. Here we go. Well done, Uli. Hey? On revoking...
Four lines.
That's great. Revoking state trustees and now to your own administrators. Okay? Fantastic, huh?
What's the other bank?
Let's go.
Proceeding in relation to Uli House and Coupling under Guardianship and Administration Act 1986, Section 61A, reassignment of administration order. Having reassigned the administration order to the tribunal makes the following order. The order is revoked. The order is revoked. 4 words. Better than I love you. This might not look like a big deal, but for me, regaining my control of my finances is a turning point to having an independent life. Being able to make my own decisions and live with the consequences. Saving my money and investing in the future is now in my hands. I can actually start a business called Life as a Battlefield. Nothing can stop me. Nothing.
According to local health officials, 27 people fell ill in central China to a strain of viral pneumonia. Among them, 7 are in severe condition.
Good afternoon. The Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has tested positive for coronavirus and is self-isolating in Downing Street.
Pandemic is not a word to use lightly.
One day it's like a miracle, it will disappear.
These are very difficult changes that we're asking Australians to make.
I'm locked in my room, so I'm too scared to go out. In a hospital room. So the hospital's in lockdown. There's security guards at the front door. There's security guards at the main lift. You can't do anything. All the fire doors are locked to go into other sections. We're back to this. Mind the microphone. It's got to the point where they just need to move it. They don't have a choice. They need to move it over somewhere. Don't know where. Stomach acids. 700 mils of it in about, since 9 o'clock this morning, it's 1:30. Why are you interested in my stomach acids?
That's a lot of stomach acid, Uli. That's an absolute shit. That's bigger than my stomach.
Yeah, it probably is, because the stomach can only hold 2 to 4 litres. The last 12 months has been hectic. And normally I can face obstacles and get over stuff easily, but like this time they're out of my control. Completely out of my control. Can't even try and control it. It's just, I don't have a choice this time. This hospital is in lockdown. They're closing wards. They're bringing in retired and semi-retired nursing staff and doctors, and they're getting all hands on decks, and they're making the multi-billion-dollar companies build ventilators as quick as they can, and I'm still in a room by myself. But there is no one next to me for my own safety. Because guess what? The best solution to this is me be out there. But how am I meant to be out there when I can't even absorb food, let alone get a virus? I just realised I get a virus when I've lost weight because I can't absorb food. I'm dead. I've got no fight, no nothing. I go from having a 40% chance of surviving this to like a 0% chance. And I need to do a major operation within the week. I haven't told Michael this, but they need to operate within a week and a half, because if we don't, there's no chance of doing it for the next 6 months. And rushing a complicated operation like that adds to the risks. And they want to put a person that's got a suppressed immune system into an ICU bed where there is guaranteed COVID patients. But we don't have a choice. I don't even know what to say about the nurses and the doctors. I've been speaking to them and they're terrified. I don't use the word lightly, they're petrified. They're terrified. One of my physios is scared to come to work. She had a COVID scare recently. Yes, you sign up to the Army, the Marines, the Navy to serve your country, and you might die by doing it, but guess what? The nurses might die. And they still decide, nurses and doctors and all the healthcare staff still decide to come into work. Because that's what they signed up to do. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It really is. Morning. Every now and again, I get bad news. The thing that keeps repeating in my head is it's always been my lungs. It's never been my stomach. Like, it's just got to the point where I argue with my stomach and then it just argues back with me. And then it's just a tit for tat. I'm not great at being told no. I fight, I argue, and I self-sabotage. You know that surgery I spoke about? It's not happening. And I'm being told that the risks outweighs the reward. I don't want to talk about this, but like, I need to blurt it out. I've been operated on so many times, why the hell can't we just operate again? Like, I'm not impossible to intubate. Bloody, you
it's
guys.
Dangerous.
Yeah, of course, everything's dangerous. I could walk outside and get hit by a car. Like, I've done it before. Like, I just want it fixed. I hate the tube. For once in my life, I actually want to feel full. I haven't felt full in a good 6 months. I don't feel hungry because my stomach's never full.
Don't raise your voice, please.
And I'm just frustrated because I want to feel full. As you can see, I'm visibly angry. That's because, for me, the importance of quality of life is always worth fighting for. Remember at the start of the film, when my neck blew up? Well, that's what happens when intubation goes wrong. Unfortunately, my airways are too brutal. And the risk of this happening again is too great. You know the saying, a cat has 9 lives? Well, so do I. And I'm down to my last one. At this point, there's only one person who can control my medical destiny, and that's me.
There's currently 89 active cases across 51 disability accommodation sites. 67 of the patients are staff, the other 22 are residents, and the state government has stood up a rapid response team to try and get on the front foot.
Do we do action? Do we have to do it? Then there was a paramedic in my driveway. trying to get one of the clients over there, I'm guessing, to go to hospital or to get checked out or assessed. A staff member woke up one morning, felt like she had a sore throat and felt a bit fluey. When we got tested, and she was positive. So we set the whole house into lockdown, and I can't confirm or deny because I actually don't know, but some of the clients that have severe autism that are non-verbal actually got COVID-19 as well. So where am I? What am I doing? I've had 2 weeks of isolation and now I'm in stage 4 quarantine. Stage 4 stay-at-home orders. Sorry, let me get it right. This is just getting too close to comfort, really. Like first it was, you know, my council area. Then it was the suburb over. Then it was the suburb over and my suburb. And now it's next door, literally 5 feet away. This is getting absurd. You know, and God bless them, they can't really fend for themselves. They can't advocate for themselves. So, you know, someone's going to look after them, someone's going to be there for them. But it's getting way too close for comfort. And because the house is a residential house and there's so much personal care, you had to assume that everyone in that house was exposed and everyone that works there was exposed because they feed them, they bath them, they shower them. So as soon as there was an outbreak, everyone got sent home. So the only person that weren't exposed, that was safe to come to work, was the practice leader. So he came in for about 5 days. So sometimes he was doing 20, 21 hours of intense labor by himself. And we told him, go home. He has the right as a staff to go home and see, you know, to quit. And he says like, no, I'm not leaving you guys. I'm not leaving. He slept on the floor in the kitchen because there was not enough room in the staff room. One of the staff that's supporting me in my unit took him an inflatable bed to the door, took him blankets, took him pillows. His wife and kids came over and he had to stand about 10 feet away from the car. He hasn't seen them. Still at the moment, it's been about 2.5 weeks. He hasn't seen them. When he's not working here, he's at a hotel. For me, surviving COVID-19 was on a whole nother level. I'm gonna be straight up with you about the positives. Being pretty much locked in my room for the better part of a year gave my body an incredible chance to heal. My stomach leak is stable. I've put on 8 kilos and I only went to the hospital once or twice this year, if that, which is a huge thing for me. I also had an amazing opportunity to work on editing this film. And in the darkest times of COVID, it kept me busy and gave me something to focus on. But being isolated for so long was very bad for my mental health. For a long time, I was afraid to go outside, afraid of my staff, friends, family, afraid they would catch COVID and give it to me. As a disabled person with a chronic lung condition, living in a group home, I'm literally one of the most vulnerable people in Australia. I was told that I would be one of the first Australians to get the COVID vaccine, phase 1A. I waited, and I waited. But 3 months into the rollout, I was still unvaccinated. And I felt strongly that people living with a disability are not getting a fair go. It was time to roll up my sleeves and become a real disability advocate. Trust me, they don't know what they're in for.
Now, Uli,
yes,
thank you for your patience, and last but not very least, over to you.
I don't know where to start, but I'm a 25-year-old with a disability, and I think I want to start off by doing a little bit of shock and awe. Outside my window, see that house over there? That's where COVID-19 was about a week ago. This is Kevin. He's like the biggest badass disability advocate in Australia. We make a good team.
The way, my view is that the way you change attitudes and change society is by people with disability telling their stories.
And then all these anti-vax bloody truth seekers decided to get on social media and tell the truth. Well, mate, I decided to fire back and say my truth because, you know, I was in hospital when COVID was there. I'm not saying you can't protest. I'm not saying that you don't have the right to protest. You do. But do it properly. Do it at home. Stay home, because if you don't, people like me are going to die. And then boom, hold up everyone. I got a phone call from the Disability Royal Commission to testify about my lived experience. How important am I? Ooh, fancy.
The Commonwealth inquiry has heard people with disability have become confused and frustrated.
Just give us the vaccine. Stop saying you're going to do it and just work towards it and do it. And then one thing led to another, and I'm on bloody flippin' national radio because they liked my testimony at the Disability Royal Commission. Oh my God, we started from the bottom and now we're here. Oh!
Uli, the Royal Commission that you spoke to today,
yes,
the lead lawyer, she said it's open for the Commission to find that the vaccine rollout for people like you has been an abject failure. How would you describe it?
I'm glad it's coming. I don't blame anyone. But as I said in my hearing, just get the vaccines out there. And I did get vaccinated, and listen to this. Listen, ready? The Victorian government called me, and I'm their COVID-19 vaccine champion. So, guess what? I get to work with them to roll out the vaccine and educate people that are vulnerable. And guess what? I just get to be me. Yeah! Score! Win! Yes, we've all heard the news, we've all heard all the same information, but you're allowed to be concerned. You're allowed to speak to people that you trust. You know, we're not saying that it's not a nerve-wracking thing, but, you know, speak to your doctors like I did, you know, and make a decision from there. Looking back, this right here, if you had told me that this was all going to happen, I was going to build a brand and, you know, have a successful life, I would have said, I know, it's my diabolical plan. But what I didn't know is to be a true leader and a true advocate and, you know, help other people, you have to get your life in order. My life had to be in order. I have to keep my life in order because there's no point me saying do this, do that, do this, do that if I can't do it myself. Anyway, do I look tired? I feel tired. I am tired. So I went on a holiday. We're on the move. The Uli Cartwright show is on the move, people. We're going to get in the car and we're going to drive and we're going to keep driving until something catches my eye and then we're going to stop, have a look and then keep driving. Let's go. Lock up your houses, lock up your dogs because I'm coming to a place near you. We are going on a road trip. Yesterday, Victoria had 28 days of zero transmission of COVID-19, which is technically elimination. I don't think it's completely eliminated, but it's most definitely safer than what we were a couple of weeks ago. So, we're gonna go kick back, relax. I'm gonna live my life. Welcome to exploring life when you've had a sheltered lifestyle. Michael, give us a status report.
Going the wrong way.
Do we need send help?
What is it? Trees all over the road up here.
Wow, look at this. We're in Holbrook. We're in the middle of this town. It's like the Great Big Banana, but instead of a Great Big Banana, you got a submarine. Paint me like one of your French girls. This is idiotic. I hate this. This is stupid. Just to let you know, I did not agree to this. I don't get it. I still don't get it. Michael explained it to me. Apparently it's a Titanic famous scene. Back to the travel. Best trip ever.
Food for special medical purposes.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't smell like flakes like you were telling me.
Random person, camping. This is what happens when we get into adventures. How much do you want?
Use under medical supervision. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right.
Cool.
Up the monies.
God bless.
Oh, that tastes so bad.
You know, this was the most amazing trip of my life. To hit open road after months of lockdown. Honestly, I needed it. And to share these experiences with friends, amazing. If you haven't worked out already by now, people with a disability don't want to be treated like they're disabled. We want to be treated like everybody else because we are like everyone else, just unique. And on this holiday, I got to feel that. I had a holiday from stigma and it bloody rocked. But there was still one more thing I needed to do. A commitment I made. And as hard as it's going to be, it's a commitment I will keep. Flashbacks. Not great. I hate this road. I hate this block. I hate this intersection. I think I don't want a camera there because I'm ashamed of me not being loved and cared for. I need people to know that the happy exterior and the go-lucky lifestyle and the, you know, the full-on 100,000 miles an hour, the advocacy, the good work I do that because I have a shit life. Probably gonna have a breakdown tonight. Yeah. Life goes on. Good, how are you? Good, how are you?
Yeah, good.
How's Mum been going with me coming over? Nervous?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Oh, yeah, we got one of you.
Wow, look at
Yeah, sister.
that. Yeah.
Oh, we got one of you when you were back in school.
Jesus. Jesus. Where else?
Uli, look. Yeah, Uli.
Look at my chubby cheeks.
I'll be able to do a bit.
Look at that. Look. Look how small I am.
Keep going, there might be more.
Is that me?
Yeah, that is you.
No cry, okay? Come in, okay? Okay?
Bring your jumper next time. Bring it up. Then you're cold. Take it, bro. How we doing?
Yeah.
No cry, come in. Yeah? Okay? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
I'm super tall.
Can the neighbor?
I will not.
Okay. I don't know why it wasn't as painful as what we were expecting. I was expecting. You didn't know what you were going to expect. So calm, so it's something that I need to unpack and deconstruct. I feel like it's a good way to end the documentary, though. I feel all right. Not bad. If it can be that painless, then I'm open to going back. I won't be running back, but I'm open to it. Peace. I made this film to be real with you guys. I wanted to open up my life so you guys could see what it really means to live with a disability, chronic illness, and mental health issues. This film follows me for nearly 5 years. I'm not gonna lie, it's been difficult. There's been times I've wanted to give up and walk away. There's been times where I've pushed people away, the people closest to me. All I've ever wanted was to share my story, to give people an insight so they could better understand. And it's time to say thank you to you, the audience. Because if I hadn't made this film, I wouldn't have learned so much about myself and others. People with a disability have the right to live happy and meaningful lives, just like anyone else. It's taken me a long time to truly appreciate and understand the support this world has given me. The doctors at the Royal Children's Hospital gave me the gift of life and protected me from certain death. My foster mother adopted me and brought me into her family. She didn't just give me a home, she gave me an identity. She put her health on the line to care for another. And I wish I had appreciated her and her family more growing up. Life Without Barriers gives me a place to live. This is my safe place, with all the support I need, daily, medical, social, psychological, and friends. They're not support workers. They're my family, and I couldn't survive without them. The NDIS gave me the flexibility with my funding to engage support workers that I chose. Choice and control. This is the fundamental principles of disability care, and I was lucky enough to mold the support services that I needed to succeed. And success, in my eyes, is being able to be a normal person and fit into society. I encourage all people living with a disability, chronic illness, and mental health, believe in yourself. You can do something with your life. My journey is not over. I honestly believe it's just the beginning. I've got a message for the world, a message of compassion, a message of trust, a message of care, and a message of kindness. After completing this film, I honestly don't care anymore if it's not a blockbuster hit. If it helps one person, a younger me, lost and alone, then I've done my job. And for me, honestly, just waking up every day, feeling more socially accepted than ever before, to have friends, to be a young adult, to tell my story, and be speaking about issues that I care about. This is my achievement, and nobody can take that away from me. So that's it. That's a wrap. One chapter of my life is over, and the next has just begun. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen, life is not a struggle, it's a battlefield.